Yep. Good
Okay,
stuff.
and that's it for Popcorn Previews.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
All right, sounds good. Let's move on to a wonderful segment we like to call Game Over with Calvin Watts.
Okay, let's start off like we usually do with some DVD info. And now that we're into September, all of the blockbuster summer movies are starting to, come out with announcements as to when they're coming out because of the lucrative Christmas season. Blu-ray is still selling very well despite the economy, and they are really starting to push that. And so the two big blockbusters we have so far, on November 10th will be Disney's Pixar's Up, which will have the standard single movie disc for like really cheap, or the 2-disc special edition for a lot more, and a 4-disc Blu-ray, which is going to be expensive, but which will contain like all sorts of extra features, the movie on DVD and a digital copy for those of you who are interested. I don't know, but the movie's good. Definitely want to check it out.
Okay.
On the 17th, and this is what I'm looking forward to, Star Trek.
Yep, going about it.
First day, bought for me, not a question. Really looking forward to that.
Yep.
More on that when that comes out. Now, for our releases for September, there's a lot of stuff coming out. On the 1st, so as you see this, these are already out, Hero Season 3 and Supernatural Season 4, for those of you who are into those wonderful television shows.
Yep.
On the 8th, we have Crank 2, High Voltage, which is, admittedly, I didn't get to go see it in the theater, but I'm really looking forward to seeing it now. And yes. Hey, okay, come on.
It's a popcorn flick. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
But
It's not believable by any means, but it is a popcorn flick.
no, it's not believable by any means, but it is a popcorn flick, and a good one, hopefully. And Fringe, Season 1.
Yep.
A lot of people I know are looking forward to this, so
Good show.
that'll be out. On the 15th, we are going to have Doctor Who, the next Doctor Christmas special.
Yep.
So for those Doctor Who fans, that's going to be available on then. This is a big day. X-Men Volumes 3 and 4, which should take us to midway of about the 3rd season, if I remember correctly, for the animated series back in the 90s. Those will be available. X-Men Origins Wolverine, another big summer blockbuster movie, will be available then. Sanctuary, Season 1.
Yep, from Sci-Fi Journal.
Yep, and Big Bang Theory Season 2 will be available that day. Like I said, it's a really big day.
Yeah.
Moving on to the 21st, another big week for sci-fi fans. Sarah Connor Chronicles, the 2nd and final season will be available that day. It's too bad that show got canceled.
Yep.
Let's see, what do we have? Battle for Terra. Well, it was one of the early summer releases that got between Wolverine and everything else that really got kind of pushed aside.
It was animated, isn't it?
Yeah, and it actually looked really good. We had a trailer for it, so that'll be out that day for those of you who didn't get to see it in the theater.
All right.
Ghost Whisperer Season 4. That's been on for 4 seasons?
Yep, and then they just moved to, well, no, they're still on CBS, I'm sorry. Okay. It's
So-
Medium that moved from NBC
Right.
to CBS, right?
And then for you Star Trek fans, the Star Trek Next Generation films will be available in high definition on Blu-ray, so that's First Contact, Generations, Insurrection, and Nemesis. And the older Star Trek films that were only available on Blu-ray in like a package like Star Trek 6 and stuff will be available for sale separately.
They're not doing Star Trek 5 in Blu-ray, are they?
They already did.
They already did?
Yes.
Oh, that's not even worth a coaster.
I agree. And the original series Season 2 will be available in high def on that day too. that was pretty bad.
Oh, that's true. You just skeet shooting with Star Trek 5. Right.
Okay, finally on the 29th, we are going to have 2 really good movies that have my attention. Monsters vs.
How good
Aliens.
are they?
Monsters vs. Aliens, come
Awesome
on!
movie, yes. I liked it.
And the next DC animated movie, and they are on a roll right now. It's some high quality stuff. They are kicking Marvel's butt.
Yep.
That explains the sesame seed buns.
Buns, exactly.
But Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, which is taken from the comic arc from the Superman, Batman comic book, excellent storyline.
stuff.
It will be available on that day. Really,
I always love it when just the two of them team up.
Yeah.
world's finest.
Because they're always fighting with each other, too. They always have
Yeah,
arguments.
they do.
They have moral arguments about who should be doing what. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we have for DVD stuff. On to video gaming stuff. It is September. On the 9th, I've been looking forward to for this for literally years. the Beatles Rock Band. It's set. It's coming out. It's
Good
going
to
to be
go.
great,
Good.
and hopefully it'll make a lot of money, so they'll still continue coming out with Rock Band stuff. I freely admit I'm a Rock Band fan.
Now you're gonna get the younger people complaining that you have all these older rock groups that are coming out for this particular game
No.
system and saying, oh, how come, what's next? Barry Manilow,
No, not in regards to Rock Band anyway, because
I'm hoping for it.
Lawrence Welk.
because Rock Band
Comes with a bubble machine.
because Rock Band more so with Guitar Hero has been pretty up to date with keeping up with a lot of newer bands,
Yeah.
metal, alternative, that sort of stuff. And the other thing that they've released 26 tracks so far, so probably by next month we'll have a review and they'll have all the tracks. But one of the really cool things they also announced, Harmonix did, is a thing called the Rock Band Network. And what they're going to do is they're in the process of, I guess they created these computer development tools
Right.
that they're going to release for those people who sign up to do this.
Yeah, almost
And
like apps programs. For,
exactly.
yeah.
So musicians can take their songs, use this program, and it'll chart their songs for Rock Band, and then they can just submit it and develop it. Because even with all of Harmonix resources, they can only do about 10 songs a week
Right.
at max to go up on for online for download. But by able to using this material, just about anybody, independent people, labels, indie rock groups, or even mainstream stuff who didn't want to use it, their masters, say like Led Zeppelin, are going to be able to submit their music for download. So there's going to be a lot more music available very soon to buy. Sub Pop, which is an alternative indie label out of Seattle, they actually had they released Nirvana's first album, Bleach, is gonna hopefully, they were talking about having their entire back catalog available eventually for use on the Rock Band Network. On a serious note for a minute though, if you pre-order the Rock Band game,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna say where,
Okay.
so we don't get in any trouble.
Okay.
But one of the things I want to point out is a lot of the stores now are offering more and more decent content. Before it was just, oh well, if you get this little like cheap toy figure that's like 2 inches or whatever.
I got a cheap toy figure in my other.
For the Beatles, if you go to a certain place, you actually get 3 future downloadable songs, because they're supposed to be having all of their albums eventually be able for release. You're gonna get 3 free songs that you can download at a later date. So that's like $6 worth or something like that, like right there. And a lot of the other companies are taking suit, and for the getting either special editions or pre-ordering at a certain place, you're starting to get better and better stuff. So I don't know if it's a trend that I necessarily like, but it's definitely the way that they're going.
I like the idea of independent rock groups being able to submit songs and
I
have
think that's
fans
great.
choose what the best ones. What a way. They just totally bypass the music studios altogether.
Yep, as long as it's not German boy bands.
Yeah,
Great.
and forget
So.
it.
Okay.
She doesn't watch this show, so she seems, yeah, all right.
Okay, you can make sure she does.
I will, yeah. Just that one segment. Okay.
Yeah.
A bunch of games that were supposed to come out during the Christmas season of this year have been pushed back to 2010. Splinter Cell Conviction
Yep.
being the most notable one, but there's still going to be plenty of stuff coming out this year, including all of the Guitar Hero stuff. Remember when we were talking about Guitar Hero a few months ago?
Right.
Guitar Hero 5 hits this month. DJ Hero is in October.
Okay.
Band Hero is in November. And Van Halen, which they didn't disappoint me, December 22nd, just in time for
For
Christmas.
Christmas. All right.
Yeah, just in time for everybody to be out of money for all the other stuff. So pre-order
Pre-order,
your
you're all set.
games and you won't be disappointed.